So I am a bit further back than I normally would be, and that is for good reasoning. Today I am filming part 1 of my mystery yarns. And by mystery yarns, I don't really mean mystery yarns, but rather I'm picking from a giant bag of yarns. So I have all of the yarns in here. I can obviously see out of each side what is where, but that is the beauty of this. It's a little sleep mask, but my friend got it for me for Christmas as like intended to do like unboxing things or like mystery things, so I couldn't see when I was picking things. So you're just gonna have to trust that I actually cannot see out of this. It is sided, so I cannot actually see out of it. You're just gonna have to trust that, as I said though. But I have this bag, and if you don't recognize this bag, there is a video up on my channel already, just me putting everything in the yarn so you can see every yarn ball that is like in between the cracks and gaps of some yarns. But I'll do a quick little flip for the possibilities, just in case you don't want to watch it or you forgot. There's some on this side as well. And this basket actually has a zipper on one side, on this side here. So I'm going to pretty much unlift the mask down, and I'm going to have my eyes covered. Your eyes will obviously be on the camera. I'm just going to stick my hand somewhere in the middle, reach around, and try to pick out a yarn. Now the beauty of this all being Sweet Snuggles is that it's all the same texture, other than one ball called Yarn Bee that I was gifted. Other than that, they all feel pretty much identical. So I'm not going to know what color I get. I'm just going to know how much of it I can get, because there is like full balls. Like you can see this one still has a label on it, versus there are ones that are like literally this big in here somewhere. So I'm really going to have a fun time not knowing what this is. If you like this basket, by the way, I bought mine at Walmart. There's like 2 different versions of it. There's a smaller one that doesn't have any zippers on it, and then there is a bigger one with the zippers on it. The smaller one, I believe, is like $3 because it's like half this size with no zippers, but it does have the same like handles, and it only comes in white. And then the bigger version comes in white or black, and I think this one's navy blue, but I didn't see any of these ones last time I went, just the black ones. So, if you're curious, I bought these at Walmart. I think I'm going to start using these for craft shows when I'm bringing things around, because then I can see what's in every single bag, which is pretty useful when you're having to set up your table, because I personally like to keep everything on like the same area. So if it's like a holiday themed thing, I like to have them all in one spot, just so you're not going around the entire table. But that's not important. I was just mentioning it just in case you guys like this bag and you were wondering where I got it from. I'm going to take my glasses off, which means I'm double blind, so I can pull this down. I will be honest, I can see a little bit out of like the bottom nose part, but I'll close my eyes for that too. Just so it's extra protection, I'm going to open this up. I haven't felt these yarns in so long. But for instance, like this, I need one to pick up. Like this one here is like different texture than this one over here, but these are the only 2 with different texture. So I'm going to try to avoid that one just for now. I'm just going to stick my hand in there and try to like go down and see what I feel. I don't remember what's in here. This one's like a little ball. I'm going to stick my other hand in there. This one's like a little ball. I don't think that's going to be enough to make anything out of. This one feels full. I don't know what this is. Like I'm feeling around it and it feels full, so I think I'm just gonna go with whatever this is. I just can't see. There's a strand. Oh wow, there's more. I guess I'll wind it up. I don't even know what it is yet. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and try to like zip it back up real quick so I don't put it down and then miss which one I had in my hand. So let me, okay, there we go. Zip this back up first. Set you down now. It fell. I heard it land on my stuffing bag next to me. Okay, so here's this. Let me get My glasses back on. My eyes are still closed. I'm gonna take this off. And okay, it's like a green color. I can work with this. This is a pretty good one. I don't know how much this is specifically. I think I'm gonna weigh it before I decide on what to do. But I do need to make some more turtles for my craft show, so I might just turn this into a turtle. That's actually why I bought this light green one here. But I figured it would be more fun to throw it in the basket rather than me just doing it to do it. I'm going to climb back over here on my other chair now, which I had been on previously, just so I can scooch back up here. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to turn this into a turtle if I have enough yarn to do so. If I don't have enough yarn to do so, then I'm not sure what I'm going to make. I'm going to aim for a turtle of some sorts though, because I do need more turtles. But that means I am going to need a secondary color, which I am going to pull out of this bin specifically, because it is the only Sweet Snuggles that I have. So I will be pulling a secondary color out of here. There are a lot of blues. There's a couple loose balls of brown. There's a couple loose balls of pretty much everything in here, to be honest. So I will show you each of the loose balls that I take out, like as you're seeing the plushies, obviously. But I think this one's a pretty good steal because I did need to make some turtles, so this is pretty good for me. So I will be back after I make some turtles. Okay, so it's been a few hours. As you can see, I still have the ball of yarn here, and that's because I was thinking to myself, I was like, should I do it where I use like the entirety of the ball that I picked from the mystery bin, which is too heavy for me to pick up, but is still next to me? Or do I just make one thing and then put it back in the bin? Because like I said, I was making a turtle out of it today. So I would need a secondary color, and if I use up the ball each time, I won't have secondary colors, which could be pretty bad for me because some of the balls are really small. So let's say I get towards like the end of it and I only have like this much of a yarn left, which is, I used the brown for the shell on the turtles, which is why I have this one out. But like, let's say I got to the end and like I only had this one left, that would kind of suck because this guaranteed like isn't enough to make anything. And then what do? You go out and buy more yarn just to do this? Like, that kind of gets rid of the purpose of me doing this and a fun way of using up this yarn. So it just doesn't seem useful to me. So this and the brown are going back in the bin, which I need to lift back up. So the green is plopping right back into the bin, slapping it right back in here, and then the brown I used is also going back in here, and that's the only colors that I have taken out. So this is going to get zipped back up and put back to the side until the next episode that I do this. I think once I run out of like the Sweet Snuggles yarn, then I'll throw like some random blanket yarns and random acrylic yarns in there just to make it more fun, because then you don't really know what you're getting, because then there could be like different textures and stuff in there, which obviously I'll know the textures and I know my yarns, so I'll probably know what is in there. But with Sweet Snuggles, with them all feeling relatively the same, I've got no idea. But with that being said, let me show you the turtle I made. So I used the pattern from the Mary J. She's got like a whole website now that I pulled up on my laptop, which is like amazing because I thought I was going to have to watch her YouTube video and like scroll through the comments and like pray somebody wrote down row by row. But she actually has a website now where she posts all of her little free patterns, so that's amazing. She's a fellow YouTuber around here, has her own Instagram website, etc. You know, you get the gist. She's amazing. But this is her little turtle pattern. So there's the little bottom with the green and then the top down view of the turtle. I always do embroidered eyes with my turtles as well as a lot of other items that I usually make markets for. So this one's got some little embroidered eyes. And the legs are originally supposed to be sewn on, but I kind of like crocheted them in as I like to do, so it was a pretty low sew project for me. The only thing I sewed on was the head because I wasn't sure how to make it just like no sew. Like, I have an idea how I could, but that I would have to sew down the head to make it sit in place anyway, so I didn't do that. But I think this turned out pretty cute. I've only made it one other time before, but it was in blanket yarn, so it was my first time trying it in Sweet Snuggles, and I think it came out to be a pretty perfect size. Like, this is just my hand for reference next to my head for another reference. So I think it turned out pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with this. I think this was a pretty successful win. The green was an easy, classic choice of just making a turtle with, and then I conveniently had enough browns left over from an Eevee that I made last year to make the turtle shell, which I still have more of the brown, which went back in the bin. You saw that, obviously. But I say that this is a nice win. If you want to see me do another video with the giant Mystery Sweet Snuggles bin sooner rather than later, let me know that you want to see that pretty soon, because it's relatively easy to film on my behalf. So it's just quick and easy little upload for me, because it's nice, because I'm not like caught up on videos currently, so I'm like filming the week of and then posting the week of, so it's kind of nice that I can like get a jump start, but like not really, because I have other things to do first. If you watched my last video, you know I'm pattern testing some purses right now, which I have next to me as like a little update for that. So here is the orange purse, because it's citrus slices, so there's an orange, a lemon, and a lime version for it. Here is the lime version. So far I made the strap on the lime and the lemon a little bit longer for my liking, but the lime version, they're clearly not done yet. And then the lemon, I put the longest strap on just to see like which length of the strap I liked better and which one I would like to like put up for availability of like which length strap, you know, whatever, just random rambles. But that's what the lemon slice looks like. I'm hopefully going to finish those this week. Now that I have a bit of early time, I'm either going to pre-film something for next week or keep working on the lemon slices. That's my problem to figure out, and you guys just get to watch and enjoy. So I'll see you guys next Friday.